We're out here today at Assunpink Lake in Upper Freehold Township. We're working with a couple other agencies, the Hope Fire Department, and we also have the Allentown First Aid. It's important today to be out here. We have conservation police officers from all over the state, and our environment, our job duties put us most of the time along waters, creeks, rivers, and this time of year it's potentially dangerous, but you have the ice, and the ice is melting, it's thawing, and a lot of people are recreating on those waterways. So we're out here today making sure that the conservation police officers, should we find a victim out there that needs to be rescued, we're presenting them with the various procedures, tools, techniques that we can rescue a victim that's in the ice. Also, if the officer falls through the ice, we're training them today on how to do a self-extrication out of the ice. The various different implements we're utilizing are just do a simple kicking and trying to roll out of the ice. We have ice-alls that we're utilizing, and as a last-ditch effort, we're teaching them how to use the spare magazines on their duty belts and using them to extricate themselves out of the ice. Getting the patient out of the ice is our primary focus, and once we get them out of the ice, we also are training them on how to handle a victim who's hypothermic and how to treat them and restart the rewarming procedures.
A victim is in the water and he's only been down for like 5 minutes. That person, free to speak freely here, is going to be freaking out. Okay, that's not good for you as a rescuer. Okay, it's like 50-50. It's good because they're coherent. The second part of that is that person is going to want out of that hole in the worst way. So you as a rescuer, you approaching that person, they're going to grab you, pull you in that hole. You are now a ladder. Okay, they don't care what happens to you. They want out of that hole, and they're coming out of there. How close are you to that guy right now? Around 8 feet away. Can you reach him with that pole? I'm going to reach this pole. Start there by pole, okay? Lay out flat.
This is a fitting location where we're doing our training today. Just on the other side of that island, a father and a son who were out here ice fishing, they fell through the ice. And we actually had to come out here, and unfortunately we had to retrieve their bodies. And it was an unfortunate accident. It was 6 feet of water that they fell through, and we just want to make sure that we don't allow that ever to happen again. And having the right tools, if the general public's going to be out there today on the ice, you just want to make sure that you have, at the bare minimum, those ice-alls. That's going to be the difference between life and death. And if you do fall through the ice, the hardest part is getting your body weight on top of that ice surface, and having those ice-alls to utilize that is, a $12 piece of equipment could really mean the difference between life and death. On another note, if you are going to be on the ice, we like to use the 4 inches as a safe thickness of the ice for foot traffic. But also keep in mind that if it's 4 inches at the beginning of the lake when you're walking out there, it might not be 4 inches to the location that you're getting to. So the ice doesn't freeze uniformly. There's a lot of things that contribute to that, and you want to make sure that you're constantly cognizant of how thick that ice is, and using that 4 inches for foot traffic is a good gauge.